We're going to talk about Chapter 7 versus Chapter 13 and why Chapter 7 is superior and why Chapter 13 really rarely makes sense in my opinion. Chapter 7 is an immediate discharge of all of your unsecured debts. As we discussed in the video about secured versus unsecured debt, your secured debt is also discharged as to you personally, even though the collateral is still at risk if you don't pay on the debt. So Chapter 7 is great. You just file the petition and the debt goes poof. I mean, it literally goes away. Chapter 13 is less advantageous to the debtor because you have to get on a payment plan for 5 years, and then any debt that's not paid at the end of 5 years is discharged. The reason I'm not crazy about Chapter 13, at least in Texas, Texas has a very generous set of exemptions, in other words, a list of stuff that you get to keep through the bankruptcy process, is that oftentimes it seems to me that informal bankruptcy is a better option. Informal bankruptcy just means you don't pay and you don't file bankruptcy either. And what happens then, if you can't pay, is that creditors will start calling you, and the phone will ring and it stresses a lot of people out, but oftentimes that's as far as it goes. The creditor can file a lawsuit and try and get a judgment, which is just a piece of paper signed by a judge saying that you owe the money. So there's nothing really new there, but that judgment can be used by a creditor to go take property of yours that's not exempt. So exempt property, your house, your cars, check your state to make sure that you know what's exempt in your state. But whatever's exempt in your state, they can't touch it, even if they have a judgment.